bad idea all
Build
around.
lots of big mechs because they hurt things. Titans are good, I've heard.
The third missile does launch faster than the first two, so that's super important right here. Ayuso, as he takes control right at the very end of this game.
Oh, the harvest is coming out. He has to get it onto the middle platform, Alvaro. He's got to get
Alvaro, move on onto the middle platform, Alvaro!
Why did
Ayuso!
Why, Alvaro? It was there.
I was stopping.
You didn't tap fast enough.
I know.
You've lost.
I know.
Leave. No, I'm joking. Please stay. Please stay. All right. I will slowly get confirmation of who is winning. I'm being told Chief Pat is our winner, and also Ayuso, that win secured you the victory. So I guess I can have a chat with you right here. You are our winner of the Superfan side. What does that mean to achieve that?
I'm the best.
You are the best, and I'm very proud of you. What's next for you? Do you think you'll be sending him messages for quite some time to rub in your victory?
He's also a player.
He's a good player. Yeah. I like that you're nice to him. Thank you so much, Alvaro. Right, we're gonna twist on round to Mr. Chief Pat. Chief Pat's taking photos with someone.
Nice.
Hey, why did I get in that photo?
Out of here.
We're going to take a look at the scorecard as well, just before I do speak to Mr. Chief Pat, and we'll see what the leaderboard currently is. Look, Chief, you got 3 wins. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy. It was close in the end after your early domination. On the other side, Ayuso got 4.
Right.
So even though you won, you did get 4. Okay, okay. Apparently he got 4, but that's fine. Right, Mr. Chief Pat, 4 wins once again. I think you were probably the favourite coming into this. What's next for you? Are you going to be a CNC Rivals Pro?
I don't know about that, but it was definitely a lot of fun today. Honestly, anytime I can get the chance to compete, especially at an event like this, it's a lot of fun, and that was a blast. I mean, I was super nervous the entire time. It was really cool.
You said you were going to kind of pummel your opponent into the ground. Do you think you've broken his morale?
Okay, there was a little bit of fake news inside of that interview where they cut everything apart and picked out the words where I was talking trash, but no. Rich is a really cool dude. He actually won the most fun match of the entire time where I tried to rockworm and base race him, so it was a blast, but really happy to pummel both Alvaro and OJ.
I'm very proud of you, and it's great to see you again. Finally, I mean, looking forward to CNC Rivals. Of course, you own an organization as well. Do you think you'll be looking to get involved?
No doubt. I think CNC is definitely going to set the standard for competitive mobile gaming, especially for RTSs on mobile. There's a reason that no one's been able to get it right today because it's so hard, and CNC Rivals, especially with the hexagonal plays that you can make using all of your units, I'm really excited for competitive and definitely take a look for Trav in 2019 in CNC.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, speaking of esports, thinking of competitive gaming, that's what we've got coming up next. We have our competitive showcase. 4 of the biggest players duking it out to try and win you in-game rewards. We chatted with them yesterday. Let's see what their strategy is coming into this tournament.
Generally, when I try to build a deck, I take a few different factors into account. So the cost of the units is very important. The main goal of the deck is also very important. If it's about playing aggressive, if it's about scaling to the late game, if it's about harassing harvesters or controlling pads, there are a few different things that I take into account when I do build a deck. And I would have to say that building decks around protecting certain units that are stronger and can fire a longer range is probably one of my favorite things to do.
I play basically everything. I mostly avoid tech units, but for the most part I look for things that are quick, mobile, and work well in the meta. My strategy for building decks would be to have whatever the meta unit currently is. So currently at the moment I would say that's Flame Troopers and Shockwave Troopers.
Whoa,
they
guys,
basically dominate
what
all
a
infantry
team.
battles. So by playing just one of those,
A lot of tech,
you already
when
have
you
a huge
put a lot of
enemy
tech
infantry.
in your game,
Then you need to have a
probably
unit
lose
that
the
breaks
game.
that mirror. So you don't
You got
want to be
like
playing mirrors all day.
50%
So you need a
winning the
unit and a
game
vehicle that kills those.
if
So
you
something
can
like
get
Talon or
enough
Venom.
titanium
Then you
to build
need
up those
something that
tech.
kills air. At the
If
moment,
you
you can just
lose,
play bikes and pit bulls as an anti-air
killing
unit
your
because
enemy's
air has
harvester
hit points reduced so much.
and
It's
getting
no longer a
100
viable standard
titanium
fight
at the
strategy.
start of the
You have
match,
to use it as a sort of
and
back and
that's
forth
obvious,
micro-ring
you lose the
strategy.
fight because
So you get an
when
anti-air
you get a
unit
lot
there,
of tech,
and then you need
you
something
need
to fight
more,
those, which is
you need to
attack
generate
a lot
more
of the time,
income
or an
to
artillery
build them up.
piece. At that point, you
But
use
if
about
you
4 of
use
your unit slots, and
less
you
costly
then have 2 unit slots for whatever you
units,
feel your weakest
you
against,
might build
and then you work out which commander suits that deck the
you
best.
might build units
Well,
very fast and you get your opponent very
everybody knows
fast.
that I
So
run
for me,
a lot
man,
of War
I
Factory
think
vehicles in all of my decks.
using
It's like, for example,
less
season
costly
1, I had
units
zero
is the
infantry
best
and
way.
zero air units.
So
You might get,
I had
because I always,
Pitbull, Rhino,
each time I
the
always
MLRS,
play on
Predator Tank, Mammoth
on my
Tank,
on
and
my
this
on my
Even though that deck sounds
my
terrible now, I
GDI,
believe
I
I
only
played
use
all of
units
Season 1.
more than
When I
100
usually make my
titanium.
deck, I usually
So
put in like
I
all
make
the
sure
worst
I
deck
use
units,
100,
and then try and
just
support them
100 as my
the
maximum.
best way I can.
So it's
I
easy
usually
for
put
me to
Predator Tank
build
with
up
GDI Scorpion
faster,
Tank Renaud,
because when you build a War Factory,
what can beat these guys?
when you build stuff
so
like
all of my
that, and
units I put in
the
after
Tunnel
that
of
are
None,
units to support
it
those.
takes a lot of
Well, this
titanium
is
to
the
build them
first
up and start
live
building up
event. This is why I would
the
say the most
units.
exciting event
So
so
for
far.
me,
It's going
I
to be an
rather
equal
go
level
for
team
less
broadcast
cheaper
worldwide,
units
and
too,
there's, you know,
guys.
there's on the line for
Well,
the
but it's not that
regional
bad at times.
I would say Blade
If you can
hands
deploy
down,
like 2
me,
harvesters, you can build up,
hopefully,
you know,
and
tech
Jade
units.
Zion.
I think
So
Alicia
that
and Blade
expensive.
are very strong players, despite the fact that I'll be playing against Jade, and I think she's an amazing player. I think Alicia and Blade are definitely the match to watch, and whoever is going to come out of that semifinal side of the bracket is going to be a very tough opponent to play against should I make it to the finals.
The Mammoth tank, man. I haven't used this tank. I haven't used this tank since it came out, though. That's the only unit. We got the Mammoth tank. I haven't used it. It's rather too
Welcome back,
expensive.
everybody, and we're here.
build.
We're at the competitive
And
showcase,
maybe you
my
might
favourite
be
part
able to
of the
build
show
it
today,
by
and I
the
can
end of
almost
the
feel
game.
the floor shaking
And
from
you can
Humanist
you might
vibrating in
lose.
the corner. Just excitement. He's so excited for the competitive showcase. I'm not alone though here. I am also with Nivalu and Gazdi as well. Now remember, in this showcase, we're going to have 4 players. They're going to be going up against each other, representing each region to try and win you guys at home in-game rewards. What are those 4 regions?
Yep, so for the first match, we have Alicia Destiny representing North America versus Blade representing Europe. Alicia Destiny, man, she is the queen of the War Factory. She's a GDI specialist. She's pretty consistently been rank 1, I think, in like almost every season.
Literally every season.
Yeah,
actually,
since
I
we've
think,
been in
yeah.
soft launch and live. She's an incredible player. Going up against Blade, also pretty consistently, you know, top of the leaderboard, top 3 at worst, maybe top 5. He's a nod specialist, so we get to see, you know, a showdown of the factions, which will be really fun. And they play each other a ton on the ladder. They played each other a lot in community run tournaments. Got a little bit of a rivalry, I think, going on. Pretty evenly matched.
Yep,
So
they're both going to know each other's decks
Yeah,
pretty intimately
their decks
from
and their
playing each other on
strats.
ladder, so
Yep.
we'll see who can bring out something unexpected.
yeah, it should be a very exciting first game.
And on the other side, we have our second semi-final, Southeast Asia against East Asia. What are the 2 representatives of those regions?
Yep, so we have Iraqi Zoro representing Southeast Asia versus Jade Zion representing East Asia. That's going to be a really close match. Strategically, I think I'd actually probably give it to Jade because Iraqi Zoro really favors the 2-range artillery units that can't shoot up, and Jade is probably the best player in the world at using air
Yeah,
units.
she's definitely an air specialist.
Zoro has a lot of experience playing on stage, which is something that none of the other competitors have. So he may be able to handle the stress of a live competition better than Jade.
True, he's sort of a mobile esports veteran, been in the scene for a while now, huh?
For sure, so
Yeah.
it could go either way as a result.
I mean, he is. I've seen him compete in other titles as well, and I can't stress enough how important to have that history of playing on stage is, because nerves are going to start to kick in for some of these players who might not have been on a stage in front of a crowd. If you had to go for a favourite, though, who do you think's taking this tournament?
I think my heart will always go out to Alicia Destiny, not just because she's representing America, but also she's the queen of micro, and that's why she favors tanks. You know, she's really mobile, she's good at body blocking. It's always really impressive watching her play.
Yep. I'm gonna put my money on Jade Zion. She's just so creative. She can probably bring some decks that players are totally gonna not expect, and I think that's a really strong advantage in a live event like this.
Well, we're going to see what happens, and remember, they are representing you at home. If Europe wins and you're from Europe, you will get in-game rewards. Everyone in Europe would get in-game rewards if Blade wins. So really, we want Blade to win. Also remember that you can follow us on Twitter. You can subscribe to us on Twitch. Follow us on Twitch as well, because there's so much here today. The launch celebration bundle, it would be amazing if a player was able to win that, wouldn't it?
Yes, definitely.
I'm so excited. I hope I manage to win the bundle. But to
Go Alicia, win me that bundle.
No, you're not allowed bundles. You're the part of the dev team. It doesn't count. All right, to call all of the action for us, we have Excoundrel, we have Humanist. They are gonna scream their lungs off. Guys, take it away.
Thank you very much, Dan. I am super excited. We are about to showcase the very height of competitive Command & Conquer Rivals right now. If you thought what you saw from the influencers was impressive, you're about to see levels of micro, you're about to see levels of deck building and strategy that these guys have cultivated for 6 months plus. And we have some of the best players in the world right now. Humanist, I am pretty hyped about this, my man. How are you feeling?
I mean, the level of talent in these players is absolutely stunning. Phenomenal strategies. The micro is just like mind-blowing. Half the time, I can't even tell what turnaround, like you can't tell like who's going to get the platform in time. I don't know. I mean, I'm leaning towards Alicia Destiny and the America's taking this, but honestly, it's anyone's game.
We do have a little bracket just to show you exactly what's going on in terms of regions and players and the structure of the tournament. So just to briefly break it down, we've got 2 semi-finals today. Again, they've mentioned we have Alicia Destiny representing the Americas taking on Blade from Europe. That is our first semi-final at best of 3. The first map is already chosen. The loser then goes on to choose the second map, and I'll talk a little bit about maps in the future. Other side of the bracket though, Humanist.
Yeah, Jade Zion taking on Araki Zoro on the other side. Araki Zoro, he's my boy. He's been around for a long time competing on the stage. This is a mobile gaming professional going up against one of the most versatile rivals players out there, Jade Zion. And I'm really excited to see what Jade can bring to the table.
Absolutely, she's representing East Asia, Araki Zoro, Southeast Asia. So if you're from those regions, you're going to want to support those particular players. That will be best of 3s. The final will be the last thing that we do tonight, and that'll be another best of 3 between these 2 winners. The winning region gets a massive free bundle. Every single player in that region gets a free bundle.
Let's go!
That is what you want to hype for. Get behind your players. I want to see Twitch chat spams. I want to see Pog champs. I want to see everything when your player comes on.
We should do more of these. I want more giveaways.
So do I, Humanists. So do I. Right, let's move on because we have to talk about these players individually. And we're going to start with Alicia Destiny, coming from the Americas. Now, I think most people would say Alicia is the undisputed #1 player in Command & Conquer Rivals. She has got an insane win rate. Look at that win rate with the Rhino, 92%.
Like in particular, when Rhino's on the map, Alicia Destiny with a 92% win rate, borderline unheard of right there. Overall medal count sitting at 12,702. On the other side, Blade, 11,500 medals for himself. It's a little bit less, but still, this guy's putting up insane numbers.
Blade is always top 5 on the leaderboard. Alicia has been #1 for about 6 months. She has been an insanely good player on ladder. This is why she is here. It's why she's been invited. But we have got North America, or the Americas, going up against Europe. Let's take a look at Alicia's stats in a little bit more detail now, Humanist.
Alicia Destiny, playing for the Americas, specializes in GDI, War Factory, as we've been told. An overall win rate of 83.5%. Are you kidding me?
I just want to stress how ridiculous that is.
That is an overall win rate.
Overall win rate of all of her games ever played. And speaking of the lady herself, representing the Americas, let's welcome to the stage, Alicia Destiny.
And there you have it, the crowd welcoming Alicia. Alicia dabbing for the crowd. Let's go. Alicia fired up and for good reason. Oh, buddy. It's game time.
In case you haven't noticed, Alicia is one of the most colourful characters I have ever met. She is such an incredible person to know, an incredible rival player as well. But she has got an opponent, and do you know what? I've got a special place in my heart for this guy.
So because you're biased?
It's because I'm biased. He's from the UK.
Because he's from the UK.
He's from the
and
UK.
you're going for EU. Classic EU commentator.
We have a player from the UK representing Europe. He has been consistently top 5 on the leaderboard. He is one of the most skilled micro players out there alongside Alicia. So let's take a look at his stats. Blade from Europe. We'll have a look at exactly what he has achieved over his time in Rivals.
And there you have it. This is Blade himself with an overall win rate of 71.5%. Nothing to shake a stick at. Most professionals across esports usually above 60%. That's really impressive. 71%. That's some serious business.
Blade has definitely got what it takes to match Alicia in every way, shape, and form. And speaking of the man himself, let's welcome to the stage representing Europe. It's Blade.
And Blade with that Tiberium Shore shirt on, Blade!
Oh yeah!
Welcome to the stage, my man, representing EU right here, right now, under that red podium. He's gonna get himself set up, get that mic plugged in, headset on, and we'll be ready to go shortly here, but you can tell Blade's fired up, Alicia's ready to go.
So these guys getting set up. Blade plays on a phone, Alicia plays on a tablet. These guys have their weapons of choice installed, they have their decks queued up, and they have that map selected. So let's take a quick look at the map that they are going to be running, because the maps are super important in Command & Conquer Rivals, and we are running with the Great Divide.
Yeah, the Great Divide, super interesting strategy-wise. You can get some choke points in here as well, right?
Yeah, this is really great for two range units like the MLRS. It's really good at getting those choke point structures down, like Lieutenant Strongarm turrets. It's a 2-point map, so you need to have control of one and at least contest the other. And also, all of the Harvesters are really close and bunched up. It's a very close quarters map, so going double Harvester can be very risky.
Well, we'll see if it's going to come out here. Haven't seen these guys really go with the double Harvester just yet. A lot of early game rushing coming out here. It's all about getting control of these platforms, and we'll see how it's going to play out early on. Alicia was looking great in the scrims earlier.
We are just about into game here, ladies and gentlemen. The Americas with Alicia Destiny taking on Blade from Europe. Make sure you get behind your favorite player as we jump into this first map. Just double checking on stage that we're ready to get going, and it looks like we're just about, we just have a little bit of a reconnect. I think we're just gonna get a reset on this particular game before we get going. Don't worry, Blade just might have I think he accidentally quit on his device.
I mean, I would. If I was facing Alicia Destiny, I'd probably just load in and quit the game right there. Oh no! I don't know what's going on.
Is that forfeit for Europe? I mean, am I gonna have to,
I think so. They just tapped out. We're out of here.
I don't want to.
I don't know if there's free drinks. They're probably just gonna get over there.
I'm gonna humble brag here. I don't want to give anyone.
Did we mention this is a best of 3?
It's a best of 3. Yes, I mentioned it earlier. It's a best of 3.
So
I don't want to humble brag, and also don't want to dash anybody's hopes from Europe. So I did beat.
Don't humble brag. I know you were gonna do this.
I did beat Blade on ladder earlier, so I don't know how everyone feels about that. I'm not the best player.
Blade was eating nachos while that happened, so really not too much to brag about.
Oh, I'm only joking. Blade would trounce me any day. I just had slightly higher shockwave troopers than him.
Yeah, definitely, it's an important deal. But I mean, I think that's something to mention. So you're up here, you know what you're talking about. You've been grinding a lot.
I am currently 31 on the leaderboard, I think.
Where'd you start the day at?
39.
39 to 31 in one day. This guy.
I put time in, man. I could be up there. I'm not good enough to be up
It's pretty impressive. I'm sitting down at Platinum, so you know I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm having a good time, but
all right, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we're now resetting. Well, let's get back into it. Let's make some noise in the crowd. Americas with Alicia Destiny versus Europe.
Let's go!
All right, we are off to start. It's a double War Dog match right now. Here we go.
Double War Dogs coming out here. Alicia Destiny, no surprise. It's just a micro game. You see where Alicia Destiny's placed? That is the choke point you want to block off here.
Absolute mirror match between these two now. We're going to see the pitbulls come through. Now, Alicia is an incredible micro player, and her pitbulls are always really hard to take down. We'll have to see how these guys play it out.
One of the things about the pitbulls is they can also attack as they're moving around here, so the micro, super effective. Now Predator Tank coming out for Alicia Destiny while MLRS sets up for Blade.
This is an MLRS tech that's come out very early for Blade. He's going to need to move it up a little bit, though, to get some pressure on these points, and he is slowly moving that MLRS up. Here comes the Predator, though.
You got to get the Predator Tank down right now. Will he be able to do it? No, he has to move it and take him down, completely wasting the resources. Second MLRS comes out, but Alicia Destiny has control over the platform. Looks like first launch will be going to Alicia. There's your first launch here in your semifinals as Blade taking damage on his base. Can he turn this around, though, scoundrel?
He needs to get a body block in that choke point just above his MLRS. The War Dogs will do the job while he sets up, but if he gets this MLRS in position, it can be very hard to take out. Blade is not out of this game just yet.
I really love the MLRS plays right now, but the thing is, you have to pick a perfect position. You have to set yourself up, and it's roasted down again. Alicia Destiny making the perfect plays at the perfect time right here, and I'm not sure if Blade can pull himself back into this
I don't know. I think there's too much control on this pad right now, and there's too much pressure on this MLRS. Alicia Destiny's doing some serious work.
Serious work. Jump Jet Troopers coming out here onto the Predator tank. Blade trying to move him onto the top platform. Contested on the bottom. Once again, you got to get onto the top platform. Alicia Destiny, can he swing this around right now? It feels like it's going to go over to Alicia. Blade, all he's doing is stalling out for right now, but he's about to do it. He's got the top lane. He can't get in right here. Blade's going to get the second miss a long time in this game up.
Oh, the jump jets coming to the rescue for Blade. He just needs to get another MLRS in position. Maybe rely on those jump jets. The jump jets are very good at dealing with heavy war factory type decks.
Yeah, so it's the vehicles that you want to get the Jump Jet Troopers out, and that was everything that Alicia had on the map.
Exactly. Another MLRS is making its way onto the field. Can he protect it this time? Can he take out these
Yes, he
predators?
can. Predator tank down. Shockwave Troopers doing work up on the top right platform here. Looks like Alicia now starting to get control finally, but finally a Talon coming out from Blade. First air unit coming out, and this is going to be great against the ground units for Alicia. But Alicia building up this third missile strike. It's going so incredibly quickly right now. Blade, you got to get on the platform. He stalls it out right at the last second here. Can he hold on to it? Alicia, she swings it. It's the Alicia Destiny taking victory in our first game of these semifinals.
Oh, that was so close. I tell you what, Alicia showing micro skills to the absolute max. I don't know if you noticed when the MLRS was set up around the second missile.
I noticed.
She did something called stacking, which is where you stack your units on top of each other, making it very difficult to select.
I think she's checking her heart rate right there.
I'm checking my heart rate.
Just a little bit. That was very exciting. As you mentioned, though, it's like you have to be so careful with where you're positioning the MLRS. It has to get set up. It's pretty weak if you can get on top of it, and it just didn't work out for Blade.
Blade never quite got that MLRS into position. You want it in that choke point in between those two platforms, because then you've got spread control of the bottom and the top platform. Let's take a look at some replays from that match, though, see if we can see some of the sort of micro things. This is that MLRS trying to push up onto the third missile here. Unfortunately, Predator's really good if they can get up close and personal, and you can see this is desperation from Blade. He just wanted to contest the pads as long as possible, but unfortunately, Talons and Jump Jet's just not doing enough for him.
Yeah, I mean, I think Alicia pulling out the Shockwave Troopers at the perfect opportunity there. It's really countering out the Jump Jet Troopers out of Blade. It was the smartest thing you could have done in the moment, and we'd expect a player like Alicia to make that play happen.
So our next map's going to be open water, which we'll talk about in a second. But I believe we have Dan, Nivalu, and Gasti standing by to talk about that game, because that was insane.
What a perfect way to start the competitive showcase. The crowd was going absolutely wild. I mean, I got a little bit lost, but you two, that's why you're here. Talk me through it. What happened in that first game?
Oh man, what a game. You can really tell how much these two players have like practiced against each other, played against each other on ladder, with Blade bringing the Malheurs because he knows that Alicia's going to run a very, War Factory vehicle heavy deck, and she was ready for it. She had those Jump Jet Troopers ready to counter it, but then he had the Talon. It was just counters on counters on counters. Really close match.
The stress of playing on stage, though, may have gotten to him. Blade was spawning MLRS after MLRS, despite Alicia having the Predator tanks in position, and Blade just did not have enough units to block for that MLRS. At those two range units, you need a big defensive line.